High performance isn't accidental. When my wife and I first got married, we had to negotiate because we were creating a family, and that family we were going to perform as a family. Or how does this family work? And every couple goes through this when they become a couple and start a family. And in our case, in many cases, maybe in your house, you have to make decisions about how you're going to do certain things. So for us, the first negotiation was, how are we going to do Christmas, right? So some families, we have a live tree. Some families have an artificial tree. And you have to negotiate all these things. What kind of tree are we going to have? And are we going to put it up after Thanksgiving? Or are we going to wait until right before Christmas? So there's lots of negotiation that has to happen in order for us to figure out what does it mean for us to be a family. And there's lots and lots of negotiations on lots of different topics. The same thing is true for a team. We have to figure out what it means to be a team together. We go through what is called the stages of team development. We form, we storm, we norm, and we perform. And what does that mean? Well, forming is we come together. Storming is we negotiate how are we going to do things. We decide, we settle on some norms so that we can perform and get stuff done. Now, lots of teams that I work with, I've realized that they misunderstand this storming phase. They think the storming phase is something that we should avoid. And that's absolutely not what we need to do. We need to turn the ship into the storm. We need to spend some time storming and negotiating how are we going to work together? How are we going to treat one another? How are we going to communicate with one another? What can our stakeholders and our partners and our team members expect from us consistently? That's how we get to high performance. We define what high performance is for us, and we make some agreements, some commitments of the behaviors and the practices that will help us be our own definition of high performance. So don't try to get past the storming phase. Don't try to avoid it. Turn your ship into the storm, have that conversation, and figure out what high performance means for your team.